After what I saw in the trailer, Tales of the Underworld is the perfect chance for Commander Cody to finally come back. Let's go through our talking points because kinda am convinced. So the first thing we have to talk about. The trailer clearly showed that it will feature Assajj, Ventress, and Cad Bane. So set Cad Bane aside because he has nothing to do with this. Assajj Ventress is working with the Hidden Network, and by all accounts, Quinlan Vos is working too because we saw it in the Obi-Wan series. So both of them are connected. Perhaps we'll get Quinlan Vos, perhaps not. I think that this is an opportunity not only for Commander Cody, but Quinlan Vos. There's a lot of characters, especially when we talk Clone Wars. There's so much that you can, bring back, as we said. But why the Hidden Network and the clones? Well, it was visibly seen that the Hidden Network, especially the Bad Batch when it ended, and you had a older hunter talking to Omega, and Omega went on to join, hopefully, Assajj Ventress in the Hidden Network. She didn't really say where she went, but whatever the case, this shows you that the clones are working together. And by this timeline, Hunter is older, and I'm thinking Cody is right up there. Cody has been found and recruited by the clones so that they can work together to save people from the Empire, especially Jedi survivors and other clones that are being persecuted. Anything that has to do with the Republic and what remained is being hunted because of clear reasons. But I have another thing to point out to you guys. So if you've seen the trailer, you've seen that Assajj Ventress was not the greatest against that Inquisitor that was, in front of her and threatening not only her, but that kid with the blue lightsaber that Assajj is clearly trying to save. He is perhaps a Force-sensitive child. Here's the kicker though, if Assajj Ventress cannot beat this Inquisitor outright, I have a strong belief that someone will intervene, someone within their group. And who is within Assajj Ventress's group? There's two possibilities that I've talked about in a previous video too, that Quinlan Vos could show up for the first time, or the gang, Rex, Cody, Echo, Gregor, Wolf. If they're working together, then it makes sense for them to come to each other's aid. And there's gonna come a moment where the Inquisitor is going to get the best out of Assajj, perhaps. Or it's not that Assajj Ventress is weak, it's that at that precise moment, the Inquisitor will play a trick. Perhaps he will try to kill the kid. That's why Assajj Ventress needs to choose between the kid or herself. There's a tough choice in there, which puts Assajj Ventress at a disadvantage, and this is the moment where the Inquisitor, before he makes the final blow, the clones come in and save the day. This is where we see that Cody, yes, as we suspected, he has joined the Hidden Path, this network that was first introduced in the Obi-Wan series. Now, there's a secret Cody connection in there that I don't know if you guys caught it. This kid that is with a blue lightsaber, it does remind me of that mother and kid that Crosshair and Cody came up on once they were on a mission in the Bad Batch, and Cody was the one who had mercy on both of them, on the kid and on the mother. So I think that this is a perfect opportunity for kind of a round back, to come back to that moment where Cody will show empathy and will save the kid and Assajj Ventress at the same time, and it will just show the audience that he is fully redeemed. Because in those episodes with Crosshair was actually kind of the main antagonist, and Cody was completely off. He was not down with what the Empire was doing, and in the end, of course, he went AWOL, and we haven't heard from him in years. So Dave Filoni is just refusing to tell us what actually happened with Cody, and I think this is the perfect opportunity for the complete Star Wars fandom to understand where is Cody, what happened, and the most epic scene, of course. It needs to happen. Cody and Kenobi. Rex already made his redemption. Everybody else has been given a chance. I don't understand why Cody isn't in the mix. And Cody just did the most flagrant thing in Order 66 and just shot Obi-Wan outright, try to kill him. So Cody needs the most out of this redemption. Rex, even before he shot at Ahsoka and executed Order 66 as the rest, he had at least the mindset to warn her about fives. He yelled out, "Find fives." So yeah, Cody deserves it more than ever. Now, why do I think that at this moment where Assajj Ventress needs saving, that the clones will be the ones to come and save Assajj? It's pretty simple in my mind, because it won't be Quinlan Vos, but it will be the clones, simply because the Inquisitors and what the Empire is doing is much more personal for the clones. You see, it's much more significant and important for us to see the clones because the clones have taken it personally. The clones were in prison and they were experimented on in the Bad Batch, and what they went through to save those clones, get them out of experimental prison, they know firsthand what it is for the Empire to kidnap you and do whatever it wants with. This is why they won't allow this kid to be kidnapped by the Empire or by the Inquisitor. It will be a significant moment for not only Assajj, but the clones as well, Cody. I think I have a different view than most, and I've seen a lot of you talk in the comments, so I've briefly talked to some of the fans that just want Cody to go in the route of Cut Lawquane. So perhaps it's not a popular opinion. I think in my mind that I would hate to see Cody go through the route of Cut Lawquane. Cut Lawquane proved in the end that, you know, the dude he didn't want war. I get it that Cut Lawquane's story was different and it kind of suited him. I get that Cut Lawquane's story was kind of different and it suited. Why not? He had a family, he just retreated, didn't care about Republic or Empire, anything of that sort. The dude just went his own way, retired, had a family, and it's great for him. For him, it was a storyline fitted and it showed us a completely new, different dimension clones that we haven't seen before in the Clone Wars. We've seen that these clones were bred for war. Their thought process went in that route, in that way. However, I just don't see that in Cody. I don't see that route for Cody. Cody has a lot more to tell, a lot more to give. And it seemed like Cut Lawquane's story was done. Cut Lawquane simply wanted to, like, if we're talking meta, it's literally like Cut Lawquane wanted to get out of Star Wars and just retire somewhere in a farmlands, family, just live his own life. But Cody does have a lot more to give. That's what I saw in those Bad Batch. Cody is filled with regret. And just to go AWOL like that, and never see him or talk to him or get his perspective on a lot of things about the Empire Order 66, about Obi-Wan, and about a lot of things. So in the Bad Batch, whatever he talked about, and we saw the regret in his face, we never heard him talk about Obi-Wan. How perhaps he still feels that, you know, inner gut feeling of betrayal. He never got to talk to Obi-Wan again. And that's just sad. This is why Dave Filoni needs to, I think, rectify at least that part of it. Cody is not just a character to be forgotten. And I don't think most of the fans will forget any times. Remember, Echo and Cody are not in Rebel, so him mentioning these two as well, we knowingly know now that they survived. Even with Cody, we didn't find out what happened to Cody after Season 2 of The Bad Batch. He wasn't mentioned in Season 3 or appeared, so now we kind of have this confirmation that he is still alive from D. Bradley Baker. Why else would he mention him? He had private conversations with Dave Filoni, and now he might have leaked, of course, that he is still alive. Cody is still out there somewhere, and we're gonna find out in a future animated series about the Clone Rebellion. As Season 3 of The Bad Batch was waning on, we saw that the group was in dire, desperate need of more help. We know that Rex defected. We saw that Wolf was toying with the idea because at the end of the day, he let the guys go. It's not like we're obsessed with Cody, and it's not going to be the end of the world, of course, if Cody doesn't appear. Star Wars has other plans. We've talked about them. Luke, Ahsoka, Ezra. There's so much coming, but I don't think Cody deserves this. I think Cody deserves better. And if you think so, if you're with my mind, yeah, I would love to know what do you think about this topic down below in the comments, and we can have a civil discussion in a civilized age. Thank you guys so much. May the Force be with you. I'll talk to you soon.